Today we are driving a car that I've always wanted to get behind the wheel of. This is a 2008 Saturn Sky Redline. We have the 2-liter Ecotec LNF turbocharged 4-cylinder. Stock, it makes, what, about 260 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque?
Exactly.
This is tuned, it's got some modifications, probably making around 330 to the crank here. I'm with my buddy Skip. We've got...
How's it going?
A bunch of cool modifications to this. You've owned this for how long?
4 or 5 years.
All right, cool. And then you had another one before this that
Yeah.
met an unfortunate end, but you put all those parts on this car.
All the same stuff.
Sweet. All right, well, let's start it up. We'll walk you guys around it, and Skip will give us some of his ownership driving impressions, and we'll take it out on the route, do the thing. We've got a 5-speed automatic transmission. They made a few of these, but not a ton.
Right, about 35,000 I think was the number
Okay.
per year.
Yeah.
Not a ton.
And this kind of came out around the time of the NC Miata. What was the first year of the Sky? 2006?
2006 was the first model year.
Okay, all
It
right.
only ran till technically 2010 model year, but there was only a dozen of those.
They were cool cars. They kind of had baby Corvette vibes. Mallet put some V8s in them. There's a couple of them running around here in the Metro Detroit area still. But yeah, let's walk you guys around this. Yours is tuned. It's got a downpipe, intake. What else am I missing?
New intercooler from RPM Motorsports. They basically supplied all the engine stuff for me.
Okay, sweet.
I did a couple of things underneath just to give it a little bit of a stiffer frame, which is pretty standard for most Kappa drivers who want to spirited drive it.
Yeah.
But nothing major. Stock suspension, stock wheels, which are heavy, and nothing on the outside.
Cool. Good sidewall for Michigan roads. That's nice. What's this color called?
Techno gray.
It looks great.
It's actually a pretty rare color as far as the Saturns go. I mean, when you say rare, and it's not a limited edition, they have a couple of those out there, but
Okay.
nothing in particularly fancy. The first one I had was black, and I did some striping on it, but I'm gonna leave this one stock.
Sweet. It looks great. I've always loved the back here with there's very little trunk space. Pretty much all of it's taken up with the
None.
with the top. Is there a button to pop it in the back, or do you have to go do it from the inside? All right, it's in the glove box. Look at that. None. All right, so it's
none.
just for the top. But with the top up, you probably get a decent amount of space.
Well, you would think.
You would think? Oh, nope, no, just kidding.
That's
All right.
the gas tank.
That's all you get. All right, well, packaging maybe wasn't GM's forte with the Saturn Sky or the Pontiac Solstice, but that's okay.
One thing they did do in the trunk, they left just enough space for is a pump and a can of slime because there's no spare.
That's right, yeah.
And run flats suck. So
Okay.
Instead of slime, I just have the plugs.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've had to use them for other people, but never for this car.
It's good to be prepared.
And that original pump still works.
All right. Sweet. Let's pop the hood. I want to look at the engine here. And it opens forward.
Just like the Vets.
That's awesome. Yep, good. Don't want to pinch you there. So this is basically the same engine that is in Substitute Topher's Cobalt SS, just longitudinally mounted here. And you've got some ZZP ignition coils. Intake looks good. It sounds fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's a spirited car. With the downpipe that I've got on there, the turbo is almost a little somewhat unpredictable. The spool up gets quick and hard, kind of unpredictably, but it is fun.
Cool.
You can have fun with it.
These were reliable engines. They're fast. They make good power. I purposefully didn't really get on it on my way out here so I can be surprised when I do.
All right. One of the things when this came out, this was the most horsepower per liter stock that GM ever made. 260 horse with a 2-liter at that time.
That's amazing, yeah.
Per liter, it was the most powerful they have done. And then you could get a GMPP tune from the dealership, which would take it from 260 and 260 to, I think it was 290, and I can't remember what the torque spec was.
That's pretty good.
And
I mean,
it's
this was
literally
faster than some Camaros.
It's quick. Yeah, back then.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, back then. Not now.
No, not anymore. But
No, it doesn't hang at all.
well, now there isn't a Camaro until they announce the next one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, so as far as ownership goes, we'll get out on the road. We'll talk about it some more. But really, the biggest gotcha with these cars is finding replacement body panels. And is parts availability relatively okay, but it's just body panels?
Body panels.
Okay.
Body panels are notoriously hard, especially front ends.
Yeah.
Front end stuff because the visibility's tough.
Sure.
So there's a lot of people smacking the front ends. Rear ends, if you hit your rear end, you can find those parts everywhere online. The biggest thing for these is fiberglass, and if you don't use pucks, people crack these things.
Oh.
And you have to have them rebuilt.
Oh,
because
gosh.
there's like none left.
Okay.
It is it is tough. Engine stuff. Most of the parts that they've got on this car are just off the shelf.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, but the body panels. No, if you wreck a body panel, there's a guy named Norm's Fiberglass. You can get totally crazy stuff like a Viper hood on these things. And they're pretty cool, but notoriously slow, like years sometimes. to get those.
It's all just bespoke stuff. Yeah,
it's all used stuff.
They made quite a few of these, I guess. 35,000 is a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, you know, 3 to 5,000.
car.
No, it's not super rare. You saw a bunch of them back in the day, but yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, let's take it out for a drive.
All right, let's do it.
This is a 93 tune, 93 octane tune probably, right?
93 octane tune.
Yep.
Typically, the gentleman who tunes these uses 91, and I told him I live in Michigan. 93 is where I want it.
It's all over the place.
And I don't really go anywhere outside of Michigan too much. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting to be in this interior because we've got the typical GM steering wheel from this era, Saturn logo, a lot of like old hard GM plastics.
Yeah.
Everything's aged pretty well though. There's only 41,000 miles on this car. The red seats, the red steering wheel, kind of cool. It's actually, I drove my Viper to your house when we picked this up and took it here. Same steering wheel as the Viper, same red outline on the sides.
Red and black.
Red and black. And I like your fisheye mirrors too. I rock those too.
So actually, those came with the car when I got it.
Oh, really? All right.
Very helpful.
We're gonna do a 3-point turn here, a little Austin Powers action. These came in 5-speed autos and 5-speed manuals. Yeah, it does have a long hood.
It's long, and there's a lot of times you get chin damage on these things because you just don't see where that parking block is.
Yeah.
Very long hood for such a small engine.
I like the fender line though on both sides. Like
Right.
it makes you feel like you're driving something a little bit more special, a little bit more sporty.
Yes.
We've driven Z3s, Z4s from around this era. Of course, tons of Miatas. This feels like a very different flavor of Roadster sports car. Definitely more power than the Miata ever had. What were these new? In the 30s?
30s.
Yeah.
30s.
Okay. And the Redline was the turbocharged model. Those were the fast ones.
Yeah,
Those are the ones you wanted.
Funny is the displacement on the normally aspirated is 2.4 liters.
Okay.
And
yeah.
it is, I think it's a dog. The guys who own them or the people who own them, they say, oh, it's good enough, but.
Good turbo noises. Try to avoid all these potholes here. It's a comfortable convertible to cruise in. You got this big wind blocker back there.
So that one I made.
That's
that
a
wind blocker
DIY.
is a homemade deal.
Okay, cool.
They have this silly thing called a fly swatter. That's what everyone calls it.
Okay.
And it was
just kind of a mesh?
$900 dealership mod you could get.
Oh wow.
And it clips into these clips between the seats. Most people don't have that. Mine came with it. I hated it, so I built my own brackets.
Okay.
And the little windscreen there that you got. So
Cool.
never mind the airplane. It's just who I am. I'm an airplane guy, so every car of mine has an airplane on it somewhere.
Why the Saturn Sky?
I've always loved it.
It's such a cool looking car.
When it first came out, I had 3 different Saturns. Saturn has always been a good car for me. And when this came out, I'm like, man, someday I want to own one. And so I did. I don't know what my draw was. You know, every time you get in someone has a car they just had to have, this was my had to have.
Yeah. The right time. You know, you kept seeing it on the dealership lot. was kind of like that with the NC Miata, you know, the C6 Corvette, the Viper back in the day. It's good to kind of, you know, once you've got some time and a little bit of extra income and, you know, get your like high school or college,
exactly,
you know, a car that brought you some excitement.
I grew up wrenching on GTOs at my neighbor's house.
Okay.
Old 60s GTOs, 68, 69s, and that's how I really got into it. The Saturn was just always something that I wanted to have. Yeah, a 68 GTO would be sweet. I would love to have something like that, but this is affordable.
Yeah, I assume parts are probably a little bit more expensive for this still, just because not as common. But you know, basic stuff is just Ecotec.
Yep. Yeah, the engine stuff's easy to get.
Yep.
I mean, you can get a used Ecotec 2.0 at the LNF. I think like $1,500, $1,700.
Woo! It's healthy. It's so linear in its power delivery that it doesn't feel as fast as you look down at the speedo and you see that you're going. It's quick. This has kind of an old school turbo character to it too. It's a little bit more charming and just interesting than modern turbo engines.
It's got a twin scroll, so it will spool up a little bit sooner than the bigger one.
Yep.
I've contemplated getting what they call the big wheel.
Yeah, the big turbo kit. Yeah.
I don't know if I want it.
This is a nice balance.
It is.
It handles well. Steering is nice. Brakes feel good. I mean, this car feels really tight. It drives awesome. And the gearing with the automatic is so long that you can kind of ride out a gear a little bit. It's not always shifting. I mean, yeah, you were saying earlier it'd be nice to have the new 10-speed in here, but it's okay. It works.
I wish it had paddles.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it a lot more. They have this goofy thing with 4 intermediate and low, and
that's right. Yeah.
It's just not quite the same.
Sure. Yeah, this was pre-paddle shifters, flappy paddles. Ferrari was doing paddle shifters in 08. No one else.
Yeah.
I guess a little bit of Porsche, PDK.
It would be really nice to have.
Yeah.
There are 3 modes on this thing for traction control, which is nanny's always on until you turn it off, then it's just traction off. Then you can turn competition mode on, which
that's double
saves
press?
you a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, like a long press, and then double press, and then a long press is
competitive mode. Yep.
Is no technology, and with the old tires I had on it, no technology was dangerous.
Sure.
They were 10-year-old tires. The rubber was hard. Once I put the new meats on, it hooks up a lot better.
These Continentals are great tires. Yeah, they work well in all conditions. They're fantastic.
Every car in my fleet at home has Continental Extreme contacts on them.
Yeah, the DWS.
Except for the big car they don't make them for that size.
Sure. No, they had some cool stuff with traction control back in the day. I know with the manual transmissions, they had no lift shift. They kind of have a launch control with the 5-speed. I know Chris's Cobalt SS had something along those lines. And that was all stock. And the competitive mode was good for this class of vehicle in the day. It didn't intervene too much, but it let you have some fun and utilize the speed of the car.
It is competitive mode is usually where I'm at. I'll just get into the car and I'll double tap it and just let it be what it is.
Yep.
Only because it does let you have a little bit more spirited driving experience.
Sure. Let's take this out to some better roads. We've got a feel for it and see what it can do.
Sounds good.
And it's nice there's an aftermarket for power mods on these cars because of all the Ecotec stuff.
Yes, thankfully they didn't go crazy with the motor being some oddball motor that they stuck in that you get no support for. It's hard enough to get support for anything else. There's maybe a couple of different suspension kits you can get out there. Nothing that's great, except for the stock. They did a good job.
Stock suspension feels really good.
Lutz wanted a 2-seater Roadster. Yeah. This is what he came up with.
I mean, it's kind of it's a split between like baby Corvette and rear-wheel drive Cobalt SS.
Yes.
It really is. Turbo spools up nice and quick on initial tip in.
It's pretty nice for an old car.
That's great.
Imagine it's a 20-year-old design, but they didn't do anything. One model, that was it. They didn't make any improvements throughout the years. It was only really 4 model years, really.
Yeah.
So if they had had a second edition, I think it would have been a much different animal.
Front end feels good. Big boost noises. Gotta love it.
The stock airbox takes all of that noise away.
Yeah, oh yeah, bet.
It really makes it kind of a quiet girl. Everyone just takes that box off. Not everyone. Most people do. Just to give it some noise.
Does the tune affect transmission programming at all?
Yes.
Okay,
much
yeah,
faster shifting.
It seems like it's shifting a little bit quicker than I would expect it to.
It does shift much quicker. I want to say a half a second was what the guy basically advertises for the shift.
Yeah, it's really smooth between shifts. It's almost kind of dragging a little bit to maintain that power delivery.
Increases the red line.
Okay, nice.
That tune does. Pretty standard. There's a couple of tuning companies out there. ZZP, obviously over in Grand Rapids.
Yep.
RPM, we did this one. They do it remotely with a computer, and they can go and do a bunch of drives.
You said they're out of Arizona?
They're out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And then Trifecta, they do a tuning. You can get a canned tune, which I tried once. A lot of people love it. I actually had issues with engine codes being thrown.
Custom tune with specific mods, always the best way to go.
And so I did the custom. Yeah. And it wasn't much
great.
more. And Martin at RPM just does an awesome job. And he loves doing it. So
cool.
Can't complain about a guy who enjoys his job.
This is fun, man. We've been talking about this car for years, and it's great to finally get a chance to drive it. You ever play with 4 intermediate or low?
I'll just leave it in low.
Leave it in low sometimes, okay?
Yeah, I'll just leave it in low. It takes care of itself.
Nice. Oh yeah, okay. Like a sport mode. Oh, it really woke up.
Yeah.
All right.
That's usually where I'm...
It's holding revs.
Yep.
Skip, we got a whole new car here. Look at that.
Well, enjoy it. Wake it up.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh yeah, it's kind of drag and shifts a little bit more.
Yep.
It's almost like it just entered a totally different shift program.
This is where I'd like to, when I'm doing spirited driving. This is where I leave it.
Cool. And then you can go intermediate if you want to just kind of cruise at a mid RPM. All right. Sweet. All right, let's go back down there.
With the old, I think there were Eagles that originally came on this. And they were old. You could get loose and drift a little bit. These tires don't do it very well.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of grip here. There we go. A little kick out. What's the limited slip differential situation?
LSD.
That's
all there is to it.
Okay, cool. That was great, man. The balance is awesome. Yeah, that front end just kind of tucks in and it rotates really nicely.
I think it gets a little pushy sometimes, but it is a fun little car.
It's okay to have some safe understeer. You can always dial that out with a more aggressive alignment, but if you're not tracking, you don't need to worry about it.
I'm not tracking, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, all right. I'm impressed. This is actually a lot better than I expected it to be. For what articles I read back in the day, what I've heard about it. I mean, the Redline's kind of the one to get, but yeah. I mean, what are these going for these days? Teens, 20s?
I bought this in the high teens.
Okay.
5 years ago from Texas.
All right. You got it with about 20,000 miles, you said?
I put 15,000 on it since then.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say, I had 25 when I bought it. I would rarely are you gonna see one that goes over 20. That's one of those that has maybe 1,000 miles on it. Someone's just garage kept it.
Yep.
Which I think is a shame.
And I'm sure a lot of people have they've only summer driven them. You know, it could be a mix. Is it an older demographic? Is it a younger demographic? Is it kind of mixed?
Much older. I'm
much
one
older.
of the youngest ones in the group.
Are you okay? So
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
mid-40s.
just
so.
like Viper ownership, Corvette ownership, same deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm sure they've been really well kept. They're pristine. You might need to catch up on a little bit of maintenance here and there, but I think it's a really fun alternative to maybe the more, you know, persnickety German options and more power than the Miata. I don't know. It's an exciting package. The automatic is better than I thought it was going to be, and of course you can always go 5-speed manual, and then, you know, a couple supporting mods, a couple bolt-ons. You've got a pretty nice power package too.
What's really easy is the bolt-on package. With the tune, I probably put $2,400 into this thing to wake it up.
Wow. That's nothing.
Really cheap to buy yourself about what is it? 60 crank horsepower.
For sure.
That's pretty cheap.
And it sounds cool. It wakes it up. You get a little bit different transmission programming. That's all good stuff.
It's not an easy top to put up and down.
Oh,
In fact,
yeah.
This has the buttresses.
Yes.
So it's even more convoluted.
Buttresses they look so cool
look
though.
great.
And that's always been kind of the thing about the Sky, and the Solstice had them too.
Yep. Yes.
Is form over function.
Right.
And I love it when cars do that. I mean, collectively, you could fit some very creatively shaped items in the trunk. You know, you could fit some long, curvy things back there.
We've done a weekend trips with it. People do it all the time.
Yep.
You basically don't bag anything. You take a bag with you to
That's
put
right.
it into the hotels, but you don't put it in the bag.
Put in the Eco.
You just basically just
Ecotec.
shove it around all those spots in the trunk.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah, we've had plenty of time trips doing that, so it works.
It gets the job done.
It
And you've
does.
got a glove box.
Yeah.
Is there another compartment?
There's another
right
one here. So this is where I keep sunscreen, right?
Good. Yep. Need that. Good.
Cup holder this one is. Everyone breaks them.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
believe it. I upgraded it to the metal.
Okay, good.
Some guy does these. And that's it. Oh, the cup holder here is
Another
funky,
cup holders.
funky in a really bad spot.
Yeah.
You want to roll up your window, you have to cross arm it, right? Because it's like you have to get alligator arms to get it, or you just use your other arm to cross over.
Only so much you can do with cup holders
Right.
in a Roadster. Yeah.
There is an aftermarket. People put a cup holder here, and I've thought about doing it. It's like $350 for that thing that people make. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I rest my elbow there on longer drives.
Sure. And how much are you really drinking in this
No,
car?
not.
Yeah.
Not.
It's funny because, I mean, I assume it was designed for the American market. They had, in Europe, they had the
Opel GT.
Opel GT, that's right. And
The badging is nice on that.
yeah, the Opel GT looked really good too. I always thought the Sky was probably the best looking version because it had some Corvette styling elements.
That's what they called it. They said Corvette styling. That's literally their advertising.
Yeah.
So it is that. Especially back then. That was still the C6.
Yeah.
Just the C7 was about to start. And so, yeah, it definitely had some of that flavor. Certainly not the C8s.
Not the C8s, no. They changed everything.
An amazing car, but I like the C7.
C7's a good looking car. C6 was kind of what I grew up with.
Right.
C5, early childhood magazine flipping memories.
The only other car I would probably try to potentially get would be one that I've always wanted, the 78 Trans Am.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me why. That's the year I was born, but
Just does
I
something.
love, I want the chicken on the hood.
You already got the stash. You just need to
That's
grow a
right.
little bit more of a
That's
mullet.
right.
You're almost there, man. You just got to find the right car.
Until my senior year of high school in '97, and it was a real, honest to God mullet.
I can see it now in my mind's eye. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, this is new.
The stash is new. I dig it.
I was just messing around.
It's like you come out of the bathroom one day, you just shaved half your beard.
Actually, my wife, when I came down for dinner, after I'd gotten done with the workout, I showered up. She looks up, she goes, "What the fuck did you do to your face?" I'm like, trying something new. It's fun.
Yeah,
And
we'll
the
see
next
how long
day
it
she
sticks.
woke up, looks over, and goes, "Kind of like it." Yeah, you do.
Can't say no to the stash. Oh man. Would you get the Trans Am to replace this, or in addition to?
If I ever did it, it would be in addition to.
Yeah. You've dialed this car in. You've made it yours.
It is kind of mine. Like I said,
great.
Really, if I was going to redo something, it would be put a V8 in an old Saturn Sky.
Oh yeah.
Stuff a V8 in the front.
Yep.
They say it's super easy.
What's the mallet conversion cost on these? It's probably pretty pricey. I don't know if they still even do it. But
no, they don't do it at all.
Yeah.
They only did it for a couple of years, and then that was the end of it.
Okay.
It was just, there wasn't enough made. I want to say it was like a $22,000 ordeal.
That seems about right. That's
you're
what I was going to say.
$60,000 car in the end.
Sure.
If you bought it new and had it converted.
Yep. Which is
Back then,
more than what a Corvette. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
looking at that at that point.
That's right. That's like a Z06.
It is pretty sweet. When you pull up against a person who has a V8 in that thing, and you hear the rumble, you're like, it's awesome, but
You
it's
see
not
them
right,
on Woodward.
Yeah.
You see them. They come out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. There's a yellow one with like, it has yellow interior, yellow engine base stuff, and that's always just stuck in my mind.
I want to say that's Mike Army Roadster.
It could be.
I know that guy. He's a cool guy. There's a couple of them that show up at some of the Kappa drives.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's very involved.
Yeah, very.
Kingpin Saturn Sky.
Yeah.
Final boss. No, it's funny when GM Performance puts their brains together to do something, they always come out with something a little bit more special than you would expect.
Right.
And they kick above their weight class in some respects. And this is a nice, it's unique in class. It's not trying to copy anyone.
Right.
Yes, it was kind of the same time and size and era as the Miata, but that was just kind of the starting point. They took the Miata and kind of, they added stuff and changed it, did it differently. So
someone put it very nicely, very succinctly. This car is like bringing a butcher's knife to a surgery.
Yes.
Whereas the Miata is like bringing a scalpel to a surgery.
yeah, this is a bit of a blunt hammer, but it still can dance.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lightweight, agile blunt hammer.
So.
Yeah, and on that note, I think we'll end the review. This has been great,
That's
man.
cool.
Thanks again.
Man,
do.
this has been fun.
Yeah, we'll go do a drive in the Viper if you got time.
Sweet, hell yeah, I do.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you later.